This is where I spend the second most amount of my time. This is the ceramics lab. It doesn't look like too much from the outside, but it's kind of cool. So they have little pit fires and people can come and hang out in here and whatnot. Here's some of the outdoor kilns. They're pretty big. We had a lot of rain, so it's kind of soppy right now, but these are all modular, so you can make them bigger or smaller and things like that. You can see these ones over here. Those are all propane kilns, so you stick a big propane thing in there and then you warm them up like that and you put bricks around it and put your clay pieces in there and then yeah, you let them go in there. But inside there's the other, that's the Masters of Fine Arts studios over there. In here, this is the main room. They do a lot of terracotta, that's the red clay, and then here's your regular stoneware clay. Slab rollers, big tables. You can see a lot of the work that the students are doing over here. Got some test strips, test clays, some bigger pots, some older ones. Lots of styles. These are where the Masters of Fine Arts in Ceramics, their little studios, mini studios are. In here they've got all their throwing wheels, and if you want to do plaster casts you can do them back here. Make your own plaster boxes. It looks like there's one already going. Yeah, so you make your plaster cast in there and then you break it open and then you pour your slip molds in there, kind of like Grandma Judy did back in the day. Back here, we got spray booths. So if you want to spray glaze, here's all the glazes. We've got store-bought. We've got the ones that are made here. There's a technician that comes in and makes all the different clays. So these are some of the colors and the different crackles they have. So the more clay or the more glaze you put on here, it'll bubble up like that, or they'll crackle like this. All sorts of different ones, depending on how much. So depending on how many layers you can do, you can get different colors as well. Here's a big piece drying out right now. Lockers. Experimentation and mixing room. So if you want to make your own colors, they've got the raw pigments in here. So if you want to make your own glazes, you can do that. Scales for measurement, so you can do your experimentations of color. These are all the clay bins, terracotta, stoneware, all different types of stoneware. They do porcelain as well, but that's really expensive, so they don't keep that out in bins. Here's the big kilns. Here's smaller ones. So these are all little test stilts. So you take these and you put them in there and you stack them up, and then you put the plates on top of there to load the kilns. I don't think any of them are loaded real well. This one's a pretty big guy. But they do have these big suckers too, like, so if you want to fire human size, like, I can fit in there. So they're real nice kilns for bigger work. They also have a sandblasting machine if you want to do stuff like that. And then here's all the different clay mixes and stuff like that. So they're not going to be running out of clay anytime soon. Pug mill, that's the thing that mixes the clay. Yeah, so this is where I spend probably a good quarter of my time. This is where I work part-time. It's nice. I don't have to do much. Just sit around, make sure people clean up, make sure that the clay bins are all closed up, and yeah, and they pay me to do that. So this is what I do. Okay, bye-bye.